Welcome, Aries. Something is about to change for you faster than you expect. If you're here, it's because your timeline is preparing you to jump, and this reading is part of that shift. This message reaches you at the exact moment your energy is opening. A timeline shift happens when the direction of your life aligns with a higher path, often suddenly. Often after a period of confusion or stagnation. This reading is here to help you understand what's shifting, why it's happening now, and what it means for the path ahead. I'm going to start off by looking at the current timeline, what energy you've been sitting in, and why it could no longer support your growth. Then the trigger of the shift, the situation, realization, or person that activates the transition. Thirdly, the direction of the new timeline, where you're heading and what it unlocks, what you must release to move fully into it, the outdated belief, and finally, the outcome of the shift, what becomes possible once you enter the upgraded timeline. Aries, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here, and we're looking at your current timeline, what energy you have been dealing with at the moment, and why it can no longer support your growth. And what we are seeing here, my dear Aries, is that you could have initiated something quite recently. Page of Wands is telling me of a new beginning, and I don't think that this happened a long time ago. I feel this new beginning happened a few months ago. And what you have found with whatever this is that it is nothing like you expected. Actually, it's quite the opposite. You are finding it to be very difficult. Nothing's going according to plan. You are meeting with a lot of challenges and obstacles and hurdles. You are continuously feeling as though you are in battle. And now you have reached a point where every day you are feeling as though you don't have the energy to face what could come up, because there just seems to be one issue, one problem after another. So we see that whatever it is starting to wear you down. Now, Aries, this new beginning could have been in any area of your life. This could be a new relationship you have with a particular boss, and it's just not going according to plan. You and your boss don't get on. They're continuously micromanaging you. You can't bear the way they speak to you and the way they do things. This could be something that is happening with a relatively new romantic relationship. When you met this person, you really thought that this could be the one. But as time goes by, you are continually fighting and bickering, and you are actually very different people. Let's see now what is going to trigger the shift. And you have two very big cards coming through, the Tower and the World, two major arcana cards. This situation is going to come to a very sudden and big ending, my dear Aries. So much so that when it does happen, you might catch a fright. But it's just because you didn't see it coming. What underlies it is actually a blessing in disguise, because you know that this, whatever it is not right, is not working. And no matter how hard you've been trying, you are actually not succeeding. And in order for you to release out of this energy, you're going to get a very big trigger with the Tower. There's going to be a big and sudden ending. This could be that you are asked to leave your job. This could be that your significant other just comes in and says, Aries, it's not working. I think we should call it a day. Now, Aries, it could come from them or it might even come from you, but it is going to be quite surprising when it happens. But with the world here, it tells you very beautifully that you are able to close off a certain chapter or experience that wasn't right, that was hampering your growth. You were in the wrong job. You were with the wrong romantic partner. And now that you are not in this situation, you, my dear Aries, are free to be able now to bring in the right situation, the right people, and the right experiences. So no matter how big and shocking it is, please know this is a blessing in disguise. Let's move on now and see the direction of the new timeline and where you're heading and what it unlocks. So where you are now heading, my dear Aries, is in a completely new direction. You leave behind all the energies that are not working for you. And of course, this means people as well. You have your eye on a new beginning. You are not going to be in a situation where you feel wounded and hurt and you're going to need weeks and months to recuperate. Not at all. This tower moment is going to be something you look back on with such fond memories, my dear Aries. Sometimes we just need the universe to give us that good shake so that we are placed in the right direction. And what I do see is that you immediately start to focus on things that are right for you, on things that are already going your way. So, for example, if you now leave that job that was so bad for you and where you were just not able to be yourself, within a few days, and I mean a few days, my dear Aries, I already see you either putting your CV out there or speaking to your network, or you've got ideas of what you want to do or create in terms of starting your own business. There is no slowing you down. There is movement, as you can see in both of these cards. Both of these cards are seeing you in this energy of traveling forward, moving in a direction that is right for you. You now know your path. You now know what is right for you, and you're not going to give whatever this is a second thought. Now let us see what you must release fully in order to move into your new timeline. So we are looking at outdated beliefs, attachments, fears, or connections holding you in your old story. And what we are seeing here, my dear Aries, is a resonance of what could have happened. This Five of Wands is speaking to me of everything that you went through with our Five of Swords, the conflict, the bickering, the arguing, this energy of, I'm better than you. You listen to me because I am always right. And there is this element here with Nine of Wands of underlying exhaustion and fatigue. So we see that what has happened has actually exhausted you in some way. So in order to move on fully, my dear Aries, what you're being asked to do, even though we saw that you are so ready to jump in to whatever this is, you do need some time for yourself just to let everything process and integrate. This is a very big story. When I explain it, it might not sound as big as it is, but when you live it and you go through the tower moment, and you move into the world energy where you are now realizing, my gosh, things are possible, things are open to me, and you find your new path and it feels good and aligned. But there is still those old memories that come up every now and then. You need to give time and space to whatever this is for you, the old memories and the exhaustion. Give your heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit time to come to terms with everything. Look at it, process it. You won't do it for too long because I don't see any lingering energy, but you are being asked, especially for some of my Aries, to give this some space to breathe, be acknowledged, and then be released. Let's now see the outcome of this shift, and we're looking at what becomes possible once you enter the upgraded timeline. And we have the Six of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. And what I see here for you, my dear Aries, is something quite wonderful. Six of Cups tells me that you do enter into a much gentler, easier time. You feel that immediately. And as you release old energies and say farewell to your exhaustion and depletion, you are going to find that things are not a battle and a struggle anymore. Doors open far quicker than they used to. People are far more receptive to you, and you're going to see that life just flows with grace and ease. You are moving into a timeline depicted by Nine of Pentacles, which represents abundance and prosperity that you create for yourself. By you understanding that this was a blessing in disguise and moving with these two energies into a direction that is aligned with you, doing things that feel good for you, mixing with people where you feel seen and appreciated, you, my dear Aries, are going to find that abundance and prosperity open for you and grow and expand as time goes on. Right, let's go ahead now and see which spirit animal you should work with over this time. And you have number 52, the scarab beetle spirit. Magic works through you. Aries, the number 52 is your lucky number over this time. Any combination or variation of the numbers 5 and 2, please consider very auspicious. The scarab beetle, or any beetle for that matter, is your spirit animal. So wherever a beetle comes up for you, please take this as a blessed sign as well. And your message is, magic works through you. Now, Aries, the magic that we are seeing for you is the Tower and the World. When that tower strikes, as I said to you, it might take you aback, but this is magic working in your favor. It is getting rid of something that does not belong in your life. And once that is released, the world is your oyster. Aries, this shift isn't random. It's aligned, intentional, and meant for you. Trust what's leaving, trust what's arriving, and trust your own timing, because it's about to speed up in a way you can feel. If this resonated, let me know which card spoke the most to you. That's all I have for you right now. I wish you all so much love, and I am sending you all many blessings.